Scorpio. Hello, my darlings. How are you? Welcome to your reading from the 9th of August, or whenever you find me is also very good. Okay, we're straight into a card for you. We have the card from the Chakra Insight Oracle for you is sexuality. And the words on the card are openness, sharing, beauty, and honor. So Scorpio, feeling sexual, sensual. The word is sexual, but I feel like it is more of a sensual energy that's coming through. Connecting in with this word of honor, and the other word that's coming through is nourishment. So we'll see why that word is coming through as we move through the reading. So I'll also be getting a card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card. We're looking for a few cards to build an overall theme for the week for us, and then we'll jump into some additional tarot to fill out what's going on for you as well. As always, the reading cannot resonate for everyone, so do take what resonates and, as I say, leave the rest behind. All right. Okay, so you have Una, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Okay. Scorpio, I like this. I do like it. Interesting energy there. Again, this has got a very sensual kind of feel to it. The image is coming through as quite a sensual image. I'm also kind of feeling like goosebumps as well. Goosebumps, goose tingles, however you like to call them. So yeah, this is definitely an energy that's coming through for some of my Scorpios. So that's really lovely. So as I said, just a few cards to build the theme for the week, and then we will break it down a little bit more. I'll get a card or two. We'll see what happens from the traditional Rider-Waite Smith deck as well for you. Two cards, thank you. Okay, potentially some big energies here, Scorpio. We have Temperance and we have the Chariot. Okay, so you are moving on things. Things are moving forward. The Chariot is all about you moving forward, being in control, knowing where you're going, knowing what you want. Temperance is also this idea of, it can be an idea of having patience. The energy that's coming through with this one is about alchemizing, changing things from one thing to another at your will. Okay, it's almost like the Magician card energy that's coming through with this particular card, is that it's all about flow as well, so balance and flow. Both of these cards are about balance. Okay, so you can see the balance in the Chariot here. He's perfectly balanced on top of his chariot. He's got a black and a white Sphinx, so balancing that energy, that equal flow between, dark and light, if you will. We've got that balance here with the Temperance card as well. So I do feel like this could be about having balance for you this week. So the other thing too, obviously, Scorpio, with the two major arcanas, it's big energy. Okay, these are the two tarot cards that are going to sit in your overall theme for the week. So it is saying that there are big things that are happening in your life at the moment. Before I just move on, I do want to come back to this Temperance card, okay? Again, this idea of patience. So this is confirming this message from the Goddess card. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing, okay? So definitely a very kind of clear message there that things are happening. Don't rush it. Allow that patience. Allow things to happen in perfect timing. But things are happening because the Chariot is there. You are moving forward, okay? But you are dictating the pace as well. So, and it may well be for some of my Scorpios that this patience, this pace that needs to be guided by yourself, maybe in terms of maybe even a new relationship that is occurring, or finding your way in a relationship as well. So as I said, do take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. And obviously, in terms of relationships, it could represent a new relationship or changes in an existing relationship as well. So the main part of the reading, as I said, I'll be getting cards from the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chrysanne. And the first energy I'm looking for is the energy that is bringing us into the week. Thank you. So let's have a look at what we've got. So we have the Five of Swords. So Scorpio, the Five of Swords is a difficult energy sometimes, okay? It could be that you are coming from a place of where previous conflict or a challenging situation. I don't feel like, so this is energy coming in, as I said, into the week from, and now it could be last week, last month, last year. I don't feel like this is a recent thing. I don't feel like this is last week. I do feel like it could be in terms of the last couple of months where you've had this difficult energy where there may have been some conflict, a little bit of tetchiness, a little bit of irritability too. So it's not like a kind of overtly aggressive conflict. It feels almost a little bit niggling or even like sort of a little bit underhanded. So I feel like you haven't bought into it, because I feel like if you bought into it, you might feel like you would explode. So I do feel like you've kind of taken the bigger position on that. You haven't bought into it, but on some level, it's niggled away at you and it's left you feeling really irritable. So you could have been feeling this, as I said, for the last couple of months, or even the last couple of months up until, say, a week or so ago. As I said, I don't feel like this is a very recent energy, but it's obviously in there. The energy moving out of the week, and this is into future possibilities, this could be next week, next month, next year, similar to the energy coming in, is the Two of Pentacles. So moving forward, you may be facing some kind of decision between two paths, but the other energy that's coming through is that you may actually just be taking on too much, okay? And this is the stronger message that's coming through, is that you are trying to balance too many things. And look at this, you're standing on an egg while you're trying to balance these two pentacles here. So it takes a lot of effort to keep those pentacles in the air while you're trying to keep a solid, grounded footing, okay? So the invitation with that energy moving forward might be to see where you can maybe just, can you put one of those pentacles down? Can you step off that egg? Just focus on one thing at a time, okay? So I know there are periods of our life where we may not be able to do all of those things. We may need to still be juggling a couple of things, but maybe try and juggle only two things, as opposed to try and juggle two things standing on the egg, or as opposed to adding in another 6 pentacles to try and juggle, okay? So that's the advice moving forward. If things do get overwhelming in terms of trying to juggle too many things, it's about this temperance, okay? Keeping that flow. It's interesting again that, these two cards here do again seem to mirror each other. So it's that idea of the balance. We're balancing the two pentacles here. We're flowing from one cup into the other. So it really is this sense of duality, sense of trying to keep that balance, okay? So again, that very strong message is coming through, is no need to force things to happen. Just let everything occur in its perfect timing. So with that Two of Pentacles, maybe, as I said, just focus on one thing and come back to the others when the timing is right for that, okay? So the next 4 cards do sit in a certain position in the layout, but I do not hold hard and fast to that. It's more about the intuitive message that's coming through. You do have the Three of Wands. I'll come back to that in a moment. That is loosely in the position of obstacles, blocks, gifts, and strengths this week. You also have the Page of Pentacles. This is the position of career and finance. So just 2 more cards, then we'll jump in and describe what's going on with them. You have the Moon card. This is in terms of your health, okay? And this is health in terms of body, mind, and soul. And just the final card is going to potentially give us some information about relationships, not those. Thank you. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands here in terms of relationships. All right. So I'll pop her down. We'll come back to her in a moment. Okay. So the Three of Wands, as I said, it is sitting loosely in the position of gifts and strengths for you, obstacles or blocks. So this could be interpreted two ways. It could be interpreted with the obstacle or block that you are... actually, no, I'm just going to... That's not the message. No, okay. Sorry, I'm just getting some conflicting messages from Source. Okay. So what they are telling me is that this is more about the idea of patience for you, okay? So sometimes with the Three of Wands is about expanding your horizons, okay? Stepping out into exploring new opportunities, new horizons, seeing what else is out there for you. But the other message that is very relevant with the Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. So this is the message that's coming in for some of my Scorpios, is that that's the message for you. It's about the waiting. It's about being patient, okay? So you may have kind of put all this energy out. You're like, all right, this is what I want to come back to me. I've done all this hard work and now I want XYZ to come back to me. And we can't force that timing. That's the message coming through. So definitely, again, coming back to this timing of patience with the Temperance card, no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So as I said, that Three of Wands, sometimes it can be an invitation to actually take the step and stop waiting. But for you, the message that Source is giving me is that it's about you actually having that patience and allowing that perfect timing. You do have the Page of Pentacles here. This is in the position of career and finance. So this could be a new beginning that is occurring for you. It could be that you could be undertaking a new area of study, a new business venture potentially that you are undertaking. But the message that comes through with the pages is that they come through with obviously maybe some knowledge under their belt, but they may not necessarily have the experience. But what they do have, which you can't get in other cards, is they have this enthusiasm and this desire and this motivation and this yearning for learning, if you will. So I do feel like this could be a new career path that you're undertaking, as I said, or a new venture which has the potential to grow a lot of finances, resources, security around you, if you will. I am getting this is going to be obviously a very specific message for maybe only a couple of you, because it's a very specific area of study. But I am getting the sense that with this sexuality card that there may be, even if it's only one or two of you, but it's a message coming through that this study may actually involve studying of the tantric arts or some sort of sexual counseling or something like that. So as I said, very, very specific message, but it may well be relating to someone who's watching. Okay. So the next card we have out for you, my darlings, is the Moon card. This is in the position of health, and this is health in terms of body, mind, and soul. Now, the Moon card can be about looking at some shadow work, looking at some fears, insecurities, things that maybe we might be anxious about. The message that is coming through here for you, it's actually more of a physical message that's coming through in terms of your physical health rather than mental and emotional health. And I do feel like, and obviously bearing in mind I am not a medical practitioner, but the message maybe for some of you, if you've got something physically that you're concerned about, it may be time to just drop in with your doctor and just see if you can shine a light on what's going on for you in terms of that physical issue that you might just be concerned about. As I said, this isn't going to relate to everybody, but if it does ring true, then do bear that in mind. The other message that's coming through is that you may have been finding excuses to not go and see your doctor and look at these things, and part of that reasoning that is going through your head is this Two of Pentacles, that you've got too much going on, you're too busy. The other message that was coming through was that it's the way of the world at the moment with everything going on is sometimes, well, certainly in my country at the moment, it's very difficult to get in and see doctors. Okay, so the message for you is, if there is something you're concerned about, maybe just have that patience. Again, this is the word that's coming in. If you need to book in and wait a week or two, if it's something that's not urgent, then book in, okay? And then you know that it's coming up. So don't keep delaying it. Book that appointment and wait that period of time. As I said, if it's urgent, then seek any urgent attention for it. But if there is something, make that appointment, book it in, wait, and then speak to your practitioner about what it is you can shine a light on to see if there's something else you can do. And for some of you also, there is some supplementation that could be helpful as well. That's the message that's coming in from Source. So as I said, I'm not a medical practitioner, but this is just general advice that is coming through. And this is good advice for all of us at all times, okay? The final card that you have in the reading is the Queen of Wands, and this is in the position of relationships. So in terms of relationships, if this is representing you, okay, which I do feel for most of you it is, you should be feeling extremely confident in terms of your relationships. You should be feeling pretty powerful and passionate, okay? The Queen of Wands is obviously someone who is extremely passionate, okay? So in terms of this sexuality card, you may be in a relationship that has this great passion and excitement, okay? Now, if you don't relate to this energy of how you are feeling confident and strong and bold and obviously very sexy, it could be, if this is a new relationship that is coming in for you in the next little while, that the person that you are attracting could absolutely hold this kind of this air of confidence, if you will. And what that may do is that may actually ignite something in you that allows you to step into your place of power as well, okay? So Scorpio, that's a really cool reading. I'm really, I really like it for you. There's some very specific messages in there. So as I said, please do take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I also should say I did do a collective reading for the Lionsgate portal energy as well. That's on my channel if you want to have a look at that. This reading, if you're watching it today, watching it on the 9th of August, the Lionsgate energy will still have an effect right through until about the 12th of August. I will just say very quickly, because it is a very important message that came through from that, is if you are watching this now for the next couple of days, do just be mindful of your thoughts and your words, because it's an extremely powerful manifestation time, okay? And so what we're putting out into the universe, into the portal at the moment, is what we're going to get back. And whether we get that twofold, threefold, tenfold, however it comes back to us, we want it to come back as the good stuff, okay? So be mindful of how you're talking to yourself, how you're talking to others, the energy you are putting out into the universe. All right, my darling Scorpios, I do hope that you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, my friends, bye-bye.